All right, guys, thank you for joining me on this live stream here. We're all talking about onboarding users to the Cardano ecosystem, and education is one of those things that really helps users get onboarded. You normally don't know where to start. All these different wallets out there in the Cardano ecosystem, DeFi platforms, and I've got Nate here joining me from Olympus Insights, and he's going to talk about the Learn to Earn platform that they are building at the moment. Going to be launched very soon as well. They also have a couple of catalyst proposals that we're going to go through. But Nate, welcome to the podcast.
Hey Pete, how you doing, mate? Thank you so much for having me on. I'm very excited.
Yeah, it's good that we finally got this session up and running, and it's good to see more Aussies building in the space here as well.
Yeah, no, it's always exciting, especially when you get to hear a familiar accent or see a familiar face. So I know
Yeah.
you're a super busy man, so I'm very happy to get on here with you and tell you all about it.
So first off, I'd just like to congratulate you guys on running the workshops, the constitutional workshops over there in Perth as well. So thank you for your contributions there to the ecosystem. And let's get into talking about this Olympus Insights platform. What is it exactly? What's the aim of this platform?
Yeah, so Olympus Insights is the company. Their platform is called Oli, so the Oli education platform. And this is all about providing accessible education to people all around the world without any barriers to entry. So we're not charging people to get on the platform. We're not charging thousands of dollars like universities and things like that. And we're delivering real world skills. But then we're coupling with that actual financial opportunity with our gamified learn to earn mechanism. So creating educational empowerment, financial opportunity, even creating jobs right around the world.
That's amazing. And I love these learn to earn platforms. It just makes sense because it gamifies the process. It encourages people to explore and go through the platform and get a better understanding of everything that's being built, so whatever's being promoted through the platform as well. How far along are you guys in the development process? I know you've given me like sneak peeks and I've chimed into various spaces and stuff to get an idea, but where are you guys at the moment?
Yeah, so we've been going through an extended beta phase, particularly with our ambassador teams. We've currently got almost 1,000 people registered and using the platform, and we'll be going for our public launch where we'll be really ramping up the marketing, probably the start or the middle of next week. So it's
Well,
one of those situations. It's been a long time conceptualizing, planning, building, grinding, and to finally be at this point now where we can really truly start to onboard the masses is it's insane to think we finally got here.
that's awesome. Now, would it be possible to get a quick demo of the platform, or is it a little bit too soon?
No, definitely.
Yep. Cool.
I'll give you a demo. I'll tell you all about it. So yeah, this is the Ollie education platform. As soon as you log in, this is the screen that you'll be presented with. So you can see up in the top left corner, we've got the badge system. So as you're progressing through the courses, you'll be earning experience points, and your experience points will eventually earn you badges. The higher up your badge goes, the greater your multiplier is for experience points. Those experience points aren't just for the gamification and the badges, that's also how you get your Ollie. So in the back end, we're working with Thad from Wild Tangs to do all of our wallet integration. And basically, you'll exchange your experience points for Ollie. And in not too long from now, less than a month, the Ollie token will be live on Dexes. So people will be able to literally go learn and earn. But also, thanks to one of our awesome partners, Endubis Wallet, people that are in some of the nations that we're working with, not Australia yet, but places like Nigeria, Gambia, Ethiopia, Kenya, where we've got team on the ground, they're actually going to be able to go learn, earn, convert, and spend all in the click of a couple of buttons. So super excited about that because that's where the real opportunity comes.
That is really
Um,
cool.
We've got coming up to about 100 courses on the platform. So I'll quickly just give you a little sneaky peeky for anyone that's looking, because there's a particular, that's the guy I was looking for, Mr. Peter Gould himself. So we have a number of content creators, obviously like yourself, that we've been in talks with to get more and more content on the platform. And we're very fortunate to have a lot of amazing people like yourself that have given us permission to use your content. And then hopefully, once you've got a bit of extra time on your hands, turn that into a couple of courses yourself. Um, so as we get started, So where's my mute button? Everyone can see in here. Pete, I'll give you a bit of a roll on. So obviously people can dive on in, they can watch the video, start learning. Then they can get in there, have a bit of consolidation. So getting in and understanding some of the topics in a little bit more detail. So obviously in a video, sometimes stuff can wash over you and you have to go back and watch it 2 or 3 times. So we've got the ability to obviously have slides in there for people to be learning. And then obviously for full consolidation of knowledge and to justify that it's a real learning experience, you watch the video, go through the PowerPoint slides, and of course you need to do a quiz. I'm not going to read all the answers, probably should, but we'll just quickly go through just to get a little bit of a live experience. If I guess them all right quickly through like this, then happy days. I haven't actually finished the course, so I've got to watch all my slides. So guys, I know we're going live, so there we go. So unfortunately, I didn't pass this time round because I was flicking through it way too quickly. I didn't absorb the information and pass the quiz. But in a situation where you have passed the quiz, it tells you all the details, your passing rank, you'll earn experience points, and it will add to your badges, and you'll keep accumulating and developing that way. We can also go into your profile where you can see all of your details, how long you've been a member for, change all of your personal information, bookmark certain courses. So you want to see the cattle daddy himself going through the original whiteboard video that got so many of us inspired and brought us all in here. Also, happy birthday, Mr. Charles. Thank you so much for the work that you do.
I still haven't watched that whiteboard video.
Really?
Yeah. I keep on telling people that, and they say, you got to watch it, Pete, but I just don't have the time. I still haven't gotten around to it.
Well, what we can do is get you on and you can do the Charles course so you can watch the video and make sure that you don't miss out on anything and really consolidate that knowledge.
There we go. All right.
So we've got the refer a friend. My code is empty here because this is one of our my demo accounts. But then obviously the course creator, so people can dive on in and start creating content. So with the platform, we've got the ability for people to learn to earn, create to earn, and refer to earn. And all of that accumulates experience points, which all gets converted into Olli. Just for the sake of time, I'm not going to build a complete course, but you can get the idea. Is there any questions you have on the platform or anything you'd like to see?
Yeah. So it's really cool that I can start inputting courses on there. Do I earn for submitting courses? Like, can I charge a fee or anything like that? Is there a commission or something?
Yeah, definitely. So there's two options there as a content creator. You can choose to charge for your course, which is totally fine. People are entitled to do that. So if you put a price tag, say $10 every time someone comes to do your whatever course it is about DeFi or something like that, then obviously you wait for the customer to come purchase your course and then you get paid. Or if you post your course onto the platform for free, because we're anticipating having around 80 to 90% of our content for free, because that's obviously creating the most accessible environment, then we actually pay the content creator. You get a big boost of experience points, which you convert to Olli. And obviously, when it's on Dex, you turn your Olli into ADA if that's what you want to do. But we'll discuss soon why I think you might be better off holding onto your Olli tokens, because our 5-year plan is pretty exciting.
All right, cool. Yeah, it's good that you guys have a 5-year plan. It means that you're thinking into the future about the platform and where it's going to go. So that's really good to hear as well. And sounds like Olli is the main token that you'd be earning from the platform itself. Is there any like plan to integrate in like USDM or any stable coins or anything like that as well?
So in terms of payment, people will be able to pay eventually in whatever currency they want. So if you want to ask people to pay you in IAGON token, for example, then you'll be able to pay in IAG, and that'll all get converted in the back end and things like that. So stable coins obviously is an option, and so we'll be doing all the payouts obviously in Olli. But yeah, there'll be all sorts of different options for your payment. If you want to pay in your local currency, if you want to pay in Nigerian Naira, where we've got the ambassadors on the ground, in Gambia, the Dalassus, wherever it might be, all of that's going to be possible very soon.
Awesome. Okay. Have you guys got any big partnerships in the works at the moment?
Yeah, so many. I had to write it down. So we're currently in the works. We've got some partnerships, we've got some collaborations, something exciting coming very soon with book.io. So I don't know if anyone saw the little sneaky peek as I was sliding through there, but hey, you might have to jump on the platform and you get a bit of alpha as to what that is. A lot of collaborations that we're doing through with Igon, because obviously this platform to start with is more Web 2 based, but as we move forward along our roadmap, we're going to decentralize more and more. So things like decentralized storage and compute power is going to be very important. So working with Igon on that. We've got conversations going with people like Tokyo Wallet, because obviously for people to be learning and earning, they need to have a wallet. So you might be able to see a little ninja sneaking their eyes over the in the middle of the
Yeah.
screen
Yep.
there. Some exciting stuff coming with MinSwap and Wi-Fi. So I think people would have heard us talking with Steve the other day. We've got some really cool stuff happening with them. And one of our newest partnerships with MinSwap and the Jelly Cubes, which is going to be where the token generation event is all taking place. We've got some cross-chain partnerships that we're working on. So I'm actually very excited to be working with the Lazy Lions. So they were one of the premier ETH projects. They still are one of the top ETH projects. Hundreds of thousands of followers, millions of dollars in revenue and stuff like that going. Volume going through the marketplaces and things like that. And they've got a super cool team that's doing a lot of work in the marketing and engagement space. So we're working with them. In talks with Ben from the Algorand Foundation around some of the education stuff that they're doing. And working with our global partnerships manager, Raz or Rizali, that I'm sure a lot of people from the ecosystem know. We've actually started talks with actually UNICEF and the United Nations around what we're doing with education, empowerment, and financial opportunity. So there's got to be a bunch of huge announcements coming out over the
Okay.
next few months. And that's I've got more written down to talk to you about, but yeah, there's so much.
There's definitely a lot there. All right. Just got a question here from Marcel as well. Let me just hit it up on the screen for you so you can see. So it would be nice if the platform had docs on how to link it to categories, topics, courses to make it easy for Eternal to link to it. So that's kind of nice as well, having links directly from the wallet out there directly to the course material as well. So it's something that you guys probably talk about and set up.
Yeah, that would be sensational. Like we're here for collaborations. We're here to support. Like it's that whole notion of rising tide lifts all boats. Like we want to onboard hundreds of thousands of people to our platform. We're obviously integrating a Cardano wallet, so every time someone signs up to the platform, they automatically get a Cardano wallet. So they start learning, earning, interacting with our ecosystem. So we've got talks with obviously Tokyo, major partner there, but we'll work with Eternal, everyone, because we're going to eventually have Wallet Connect on there. Um, as of next week, when we go public, it's going to have all the social signups. And then once that's finished tinkering away in the back end, we'll have Wallet Connects and bits and pieces like that for people as well.
All right. Looking forward to this launch next week so we can have a play with the platform and see what content is flowing through it already. Now, you guys do have a few catalyst proposals. You sent me a long list of them, actually. Can we highlight a few here that you want the audience to have a look through, probably vote on to help support you guys with the development here?
Yeah, that'd be great. The ones that I'm probably most excited about is our AI tutor. So very fortunate. I think a lot of people know the co-founder of Olympus Insights is Stock Trade. In his away from Web3 job, or it's kind of merging more and more into Web3 as he goes. But they're working with Grief Australia to build an AI grief counselor. And we sort of like I had an idea around wanting to help students with additional bits of education. I know when I'm in the classroom, like I think a lot of you know that I'm a teacher. I've been teaching for nearly 10 years. I know that kids just don't get enough attention from the teacher because there's no way you can. You got 60 minutes to work with 32 students. You're talking about less than 2 minutes per student per lesson. So I was like, what could we like? How can we merge what you're doing with your like all that AI development with our education platform? So we're going to have an AI tutor that literally learns with you from day one that you sign up to the platform, and it will be able to extend you, remediate you, recommend courses that are aligned to your goals, help you get everywhere from A to B. It's not just going to sit there and spit out answers for you because that doesn't help anyone, but help you to develop those problem solving skills and a broader understanding of the topics that you're working through. So that's one of the ones that I'm super excited about. We've got another one around our AI course builder. So we know not everyone's a school teacher, not everyone's necessarily a content creator, but we believe everyone has a story in them, everyone has a lesson in them. And we want to make it as easy as possible for people that have a wealth of knowledge that they've fine-tuned and developed over the course of a lifetime to be able to turn those into lessons and put them on the platform in the most easiest way possible. So there's a proposal for that. And probably the other one that I'm excited about all of them because it's all stuff that we're building anyway, but as the name suggests, Catalyst makes things happen faster. The competency framework. So on our platform, people are going to be able to get certificates for completing courses that will link to SIDS and DIDs. We're doing a lot of work with Socius DAO. So, hey, Sarah, you and congratulations on your award at the recent summit. And so we just had a meeting with Sarah last week. And yeah, so people who earn their certificate, it's all going to be on chain. Then we're going to have a competency framework that goes in both directions. So we can map this back to Web 2 learning. So if someone's at college or university for recognition of prior learning, but also going forward into things like jobs. So if you want to get a specific job, we're essentially going to have a yellow brick road of how to get from where you're currently standing to where you want to be. And these are the lessons and the courses that you need to take in order to get there.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
And I think that's a brilliant use case for blockchain and crypto as well. Those DIDs and the certifications that you can get through platforms, putting them all on chain and then proving that you've gone through those courses, etc. So it's a brilliant use case, and it's really good that you guys are integrating all that in to the platform and having that all available for the users too. So I think it's absolutely awesome.
Yeah, thank you. But yeah, all of this is around like giving accessibility to people right around the world. As we know, I want to get the statistic right. I think there's 1.2 billion people around the world don't have access to any education at all. So first, let that number wash over you. 1.2 billion people.
It's a big number, yeah.
We want to put the accessibility of accessible education into the hands of people right around the world. So this is where we've got our Learn to Earn platform, we've got our schools platform, we've got our business platform offering 3 distinctly different services for 3 distinctly different clients. But we want to be able to get that into the hands of you no matter where you are. So also coming on, what's the date today? The 7th. I want to say somewhere around the 20th, but I shouldn't say a date because you never know what's going to happen with dates. Our apps are actually, the app version of the Oli Education platform will be live on Apple and Google Play. So that's all been submitted. We're just doing the last bit of a runaround with Apple and Android.
That's really cool.
Yeah, making sure everyone's happy, because our research has told us that right around the world, especially in developing nations, a lot more people have a phone than have a computer. So we want to make it as accessible and streamlined as possible. So we've got to have a mobile app to support the web platform.
Brilliant, Nate. It sounds like you're hitting the nail on the head on all of the things that you need to do to get this platform out there and in the hands of the people that need it the most. And hopefully they can use the platform to learn more about blockchain, more about Cardano, about the ecosystem in general, but then, of course, earn from it as well, exit their fiat currencies wherever they are in the world, and then hopefully could possibly even make a living off it. So this is absolutely awesome. I love the Learn to Earn angle, and it seems like you guys are absolutely killing it at the moment.
Thank you so much. We've been working so hard. Like, this idea all conceptualized from working through the pandemic period, thinking there's got to be a better way to engage people with their learning. Then sitting around like across the last bull run, having people say, "Oh, what's Cardano? What's Bitcoin? How's your Bitcoins doing? What's all of this sort of stuff?" And just realizing there isn't really one central place that we can send people to get all that information in a safe way. So we want to be that hub. But then we thought, well, people might come, but what's going to keep them coming back? Well, that's the gamification. That's the Learn to Earn. We want to essentially make education addictive. So people just want to keep coming back and learning something new every day.
Brilliant. I know in the last bull run, I was constantly on social media sending out the same information over and over. This is how do you stake your ADA? This is how you choose a stake pool. It was a long grind, I think, but it was well worth it. But yeah, to have the resources out there and to point people to it would have been a lot easier. So yeah, this is awesome. How can people find out more about the platform? Where do we go? I'm assuming there's a Discord server somewhere.
Yeah, so we've got all the links. I think they'll be posted to this video, but obviously if you look on our Twitter, we've got the link tree that'll point you towards absolutely everything. You might even get some sneaky early access to some platforms if you go via
Cool.
that. And if people want to actually check it out, a little bit of Learn Cardano exclusive. We're going to do obviously all the marketing for the platform next week, but I thought anyone that's tuned in and had a really good listen, app.oli4education.io, get on there and start learning and accumulating those experience points, because we've obviously got the token sale coming soon, and then we'll be on a DEX and you'll be able to be learning and earning.
Brilliant. All the links, references, everything, timestamps, all down below for you guys. So check out the platform next week. Pretty exciting with another launch on the Cardano ecosystem. And Nate, thank you so much for joining me on this episode and talking through Oli.
Thank you so much for having me, Pete. It's always a pleasure, and really appreciate your time.